y'all, it is the goddess AC in the place to be. Come by with me for a little bit. So earlier this week I posted a little video of me creating and decorating my mirror, making it all goddess-like and whatnot, and also posted my Yoni Steam throne. That's what we're calling it, my Yoni Steam throne. And I wanted to do more, talk more about Yoni Steam and stuff like that, because I noticed, like I just showed y'all me decorating it in the finished product, that's all. It was no talking whatsoever. But that was because I wanted to come on here and do this video where I'm talking about the Yoni Steam and why I do them. Okay, first and foremost, Yoni Steam is nothing new. This is nothing new. I know a lot of people think it is like, oh, they just started this. No, this is an ancient practice that comes from Africa. Okay, so this is nothing new. It's what our ancestors have been doing. You know what I'm saying? Well, my ancestors, because I don't know your ethnicity, but my ancestors have been doing for eons. Okay, eons. All right. So for me, back in 2016, I had a miscarriage and found out I had PCOS. And they instantly were like, okay, you gotta put you on hormones. You know what I'm saying? Because my testosterone level was ginormous. It was out of this fucking world. That's pretty much what I took from that conversation with the doctor. Like, oh shit, okay, my bad. Okay, didn't know. So I tried the hormone shots and so on and so forth. That I did not like the side effects at all. I would have mood swings. Like, I would be depressed sometimes, and sometimes, due to the fact I just had a miscarriage, it's like that depression could have came from me. But for me, it was, I wanted to gain control of my life, my body, know what was going in it and all of that. So because of that, I started looking at holistic ways to heal myself. I got off the hormones, and they also gave me some like weight loss pills. I literally gave those to, I think I gave them to a coworker at the time, at the job I was working, and all of that stuff, because I was just like, nah, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna be in my, because I was about to be in my 30s. I was like, I'm not going into my 30s on medication, taking shots, all this stuff. No, we're not doing this for the rest of our lives just because we have this condition. No, there has to be a better way. So I looked up and researched some stuff, and that's when I found out about Yoni Steams and all of that. So I started doing them, but I would tailor make it to my condition, which is I have PCOS. So where some Yoni Steam mixtures, they have peppermint in them or whatever the case may be, I would supplement that with spearmint, because spearmint helps with your hormones. It helps, it assists. So it was like, yeah, let's do that, because that's what your girl needs. She needs some estrogen, not all this testosterone and all this, that, and this. That's why if you see any pictures of me or whatever, and you see my neck and all of that, that's the main sign that I tell people, like, that's the obvious. I have PCOS, yes, I have hair that used to grow on my neck, and I have the hair bumps and stuff like that from it. And yeah, so I started doing my Yoni Steams, and that's not to say like I don't have little hairs that grow or anything like that, but it's nowhere near as severe as it used to be back then. Nowhere near, okay? And also when I go get checked, because I still go to the doctor to get my levels checked and so on and so forth, just so I know what I'm doing is right, or what I need to add, or if I need to add more Yoni Steams, or if I need to take away this, what I need to do, you know what I'm saying? So I go and I get my little blood work done, and when they tell me, hey, you're on the level, you're not taking medication, the doctors are always shocked. I never reveal anything, because yeah, I just don't. I don't really have a reason other than no. So for me, Yoni Steams have helped me a lot to keep my PCOS in check, in balance, as well as for me, it's also a spiritual thing. After I get done, like having, like I said, I have dating stories for a reason. I ain't saying everybody I dated I fucked or had sex with, excuse me. That's not the case. But for those who I did get intimate with, because we are women, we are the receivers of energy, we are the receivers of all of that stuff. I would do a Yoni Steam. And sometimes, aka the last person I messed with this year, the first and last person I messed with this year, I would do a Yoni Steam after we would have sex. Like, I would wait until that Friday, because Friday is Venus Day. It's ruled by the planet Venus, and Venus is all about love and all of this, that, and thus. So I would either do it on Venus Day or Sunday, which is ruled by the sun. You know, I would do it on one of those days just to cleanse out my system and all of that, so I ain't getting none of that spiritual junk and gunk from that person in my life, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. You know. But I wanted to create my throne because my sister, one of my sisters, she has a holistic shop, right? And when I went to her holistic shop, she had a throne, and I went to go get a Yoni Steam from her. She had her little throne or whatever, and I was like, honey, I love this. And it was just so refreshing to just sit and just, and I was able to write and, you know, all of that stuff, versus the old pot that I used to use, which I'm about to show y'all. Don't judge me. But this is the old pot that I used to use. And I say don't judge me because obviously when you look at it, you can tell that you can put it in the toilet and use it in the toilet and, you know, sit down and feel comfortable, all this and the thus. For me personally, I did not like that idea of being in the bathroom for 10, 15 minutes, and my Yoni Steam sometimes lasts for 20 minutes because I just, once I'm in the flow, I'm in the flow. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to be either in my room or in my spiritual room, which is this room, and do it. And most of the time I was in my spiritual room, I would do yoga, and then I would literally put the pot in the middle of the yoga mat or whatever, sit it down, and then go boil the water, put the herbs in there, pour it in the pot, and then sit with my leg, well not sit, but squat pretty much. Like my legs were wide open. It's kind of like getting in the child's pose, but you're not, your hands aren't up, you know, you're just sitting up straight, you know. And it was okay. It's a relaxing vibe, but as far as being able to write and all this, that, and the thus, like I have to hold it up like this, and you know, you don't really have the support with the elbows and so on and so forth. So, but for the most part, I would just do like my oracle cards and so on and so forth, whatever, my whole little vibe that I would have going on. And I was just like, after Father's Day, I was just like, yo, why don't I repurpose my grandparents' little porta potty that we still had? For those of y'all who don't know, I came to this town with the whole and sole purpose of taking care of my grandparents. And that's what I did. I'm not gonna hold you, that's what I did. And I took care of them. They ended up transitioning. My grandfather transitioned in 2012, and my grandma transitioned literally in 2016, before I found out I was pregnant, and right after I had graduated from Paul Mitchell School, because yes, I'm a cosmetologist. So with that being said, I was like, yeah, let me take my power back. Because that's what 2026 has been for me, is me taking my power back. And that way I just was like, let me repurpose this. And like I said, I posted the video of me decorating it and all of that stuff. Because that's what I wanted to do, and that's what we did, honey. So now I have my own personal throne, and I can just sit here, do my journaling or whatever I want to do while my yoni is being steamed and cleansed, you know. So yeah. And another thing I wanted to do is, like, whenever people come over, because I talk about Yoni Steams with all my girls, all my friends, they know about the damn Yoni Steam. You know what I'm saying? They're going to know about Yoni Steam, they're going to know about crystals, they're going to know about sage, they're going to know about Palo Santo. It's just certain things that, hey, if you around me, you going to know about. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a gatekeeper. I'm sharing all the information I know that has helped me to be a better person to other people who are around me, because reach one, teach one. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, I wish I had someone in my life like me when I was going through. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah, get that type stuff. But it is also so, you know, I can have a friend sit on the little Yoni Steam or whatever the case may be, steam her Yoni, and then another friend can take this and go in the bathroom and steam her little Yoni. You know what I'm saying? Yoni Steam party, basically. So that was another reason that I wanted to start off with one, because I do have another one that I am going to decorate as well. So ultimately I'm going to have two of these, and then I have the little pot that can go in the toilet as well. So people can just, you know, get that cleansing done, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's for, you know, whatever your issue is. You know, it's tailor-made to you, or you can just get the regular mixture, which I already have. Let me show y'all. This is what my basic mixture looks like. Lavender, you know, you see some chamomile in there, rose, you know what I'm saying? Some other herbs and spices and everything nices. This is the basic blend, you know what I mean? But if I have a friend that comes in and they're like, oh, well, I have very bad yeast infections or something like that. It's nothing. I have multiple herbalist books around. We just go through, like, okay, you say you have what? All right, so this is the herb. Let me see if I got it in here. You know what I'm saying? Because this is my herb cabinet. So I would do that and mix it all up, you know, get it all ready for them, and then just leave them in the room with some nice, calming, relaxing music. So you have a little vibe, you know what I'm saying, while you're getting your Yoni Steam done. And like I said, I'm one of those people. I'll pull out my cards. I will write sometimes. I ain't gonna say all the time, because like I said, going to my sister's shop, that opened my eyes to, oh yeah, I could be good getting some writing done, you know what I'm saying? So I started writing, but then I realized, like, squatting, you know what I'm saying, being in a child's pose and trying to write, it was a little struggle. So I wanted to make it a lot easier on my life. So that's why I created this, and that's what I do. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, because why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not? If you've never ever had a Yoni Steam, I definitely encourage you to get one. And you can honestly just start off with just hot water. I'm gonna be real with you. You don't even have to put herbs in if you don't want to. If you feel like, hey, I don't know what them herbs gonna do to me, I just want to start off small and simple, you can start off with warm water, and you'll be able to tell the difference in just your sex life for sure. I'm telling you, baby, you're gonna be moister than moist, honey. You know what I'm saying? Them orgasms is gonna come and flow right through. So it does have other benefits other than just, you know, the medicinal stuff. It does help in the bedroom as well, honey. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, my spiritual thing is like cutting off those ties, cutting off that spiritual connection with people as well, you know, because we are women, we are the receivers, and sometimes we don't know until we know. You know, you don't know a person's, you don't know a person until you know the person. You know what I'm saying? That if the person is right for you, or if they come in with some spiritual baggage that you won't want to deal with, or whatever the case may be, honey. So, yeah, let me put this up. But that is pretty much all about Yoni steaming. If you would like to know more, just comment down below. I have no problem sharing all the information with you guys at all. And be sure to like this video, go ahead and thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one.